guided intuition, and I'm here to do your monthly spiritual guidance from Spirit, your guides, Jesus, Allah, the universe, whoever it is you believe in, Love Muffin. This is what they want you to pay attention to in the month of March. So before we get into your quotes of the month and the cards, I want to let you guys know that this may resonate, it may not. However, there are so many sweet souls that are sharing their gifts, guys. You're going to find someone who picks up on your energy. So the shoe does not fit, don't force it. And here we go. And hello, my Cancers. So your quote of the month from the amazing Josephine Baker is, a violinist has his violin. A painter has his palette. All I had was myself. I was the instrument that I must care for. Josephine Baker. In the month of March, you're reconnecting with the truth that you are the most important player. There would be no show without you. The month of March, Cancer, is going to remind you of your worth and who you really are, and the role that you play in life. Without you, Cancer, the show could not go on. Take the time to love on yourself, nourish yourself, and put you first. You're important, and in the month of March, you're going to be diving deep to uncover the things that keep you from putting yourself first. And hi, my Cancers. I have some extremely important news to tell you. As soon as I tapped in your energy, look, on the bottom of the deck, guys, we have the Hierophant. And before I start these readings, I shuffle these cards. So I want to talk about something because it's all coming together. Somebody needs to know that. I don't care how the picture looks. Your guides, your angels, the divine source is letting you know that it's all coming together. It's a part of the process. So it's so important that you remember that in this time period. I'm recording it in March, but whenever you stumble upon this video, guys, that is when it's meant for you. We know that time does not exist. It is an illusion. Whenever something is meant for you, it will find you. And anytime a major arcana shows up in a reading of any sort, there is a need to pay attention. It's of significance. I pray I said that right. But there's something that the divine has been placing on your heart. You've been processing, and it's all going to make sense in March. It's all coming together. I'm trying to describe the feeling and the energy that I'm picking up on, but I really feel like you can't quite understand it, the feeling, or process what this all means. But the more that you turn within, it's going to make sense. And when Tori says turn within, I mean, go to your quiet place, get still, meditate. And sometimes that doesn't mean a guided meditation, which it could mean, but simply sit with yourself and ask yourself out loud, why am I seeing this? Why is this happening? What does this mean? Because I truly feel there is an awakening happening for you, Cancer. And this is just you awakening to your process, to destiny, to something that is so sacred that it is literally between you and the divine. When I say the divine, I'm talking source, God, energy, creator. It's you and the divine. It's personal. It's so personal that Tori can't tap into that energy. Spirit just wants me to let you know the answers you seek are within you. I feel like you're getting signs this month, like, you know, about your body, about certain foods you eat, you know. Everything is speaking to you about where you should go next, you know, if you should take this job, if you should keep this career. Like, the divinity is speaking to you. The divine is communicating with you in your heart space. What does your heart say, Cancer? Because you can trust your heart. You know, this Hierophant card right here, this is all about wisdom. Like, if you can see the man on the card, and then you see the two students at the bottom, the two men at the bottom. But I really feel like this is what the divine desires to do, something way beyond your, like, out of this world, way beyond your wildest dreams with your life. And I feel like the more that you open your heart space, or just trust your heart space, trust that you know, Cancer, even when you feel like you don't know something, you know. That's like me. I'm having to trust myself, even though Spirit is not showing me everything, but I have enough, and I'm going off of that. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I'm going to give this message. And that's the kind of energy that, you know, you're coming into, and or Spirit is guiding you to come into when it comes to trusting yourself in your heart. Because I feel like the Hierophant right here is the divine, and you are the two students. You're the student. There's some secret things that Spirit is giving you, these tools and these divine downloads of understanding about yourself, about your life, that is going to do something powerful for you and the world. Because a lot of you are teachers. You have something to share with the world. And this can come in so many forms. Teaching is so many forms. I can't even speak. I'm getting like this guru energy, mentoring. You know, one, I was talking to this beautiful soul, and even people that mentor and people that speak and give guidance and wisdom, there's always some higher knowledge to answer to. I answer to the universe. Okay. I get schooled by the universe. And I feel like the divine is preparing you for something. I know this sounds like so crazy and it's not quite making sense. And maybe there's something that you have been experiencing and it's not making sense. It's not coming together, but you just have to trust. Okay? Because the Hierophant is a major card. And it's a card about change and challenge. So for some of you, maybe there is a challenge that you're looking at this month, and Spirit wants you to know that you have the tools of wisdom inside of you to move forward. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to be starting something. This could be like in a group or some kind of structure or some kind of organization where you are a higher up, or you're somebody passing some wisdom or knowledge down, or a product. You're meant to do big things. So, you know, the Hierophant can also talk about when it comes to unexpected events. And I'm really feeling, you know, maybe a business deal falls through, okay? You know, or something that you were very passionate about in a career-wise, you end up switching something, you end up doing something different. And maybe you're a little nervous because, you know, you've always done it this way, but here it is, you're being guided, and for some of you pushed into a new path. And even though this path doesn't feel familiar or look like what you thought, but this is your authentic path. So we know that notion: when one door closes, another door opens. And I feel like whatever comes in a loss, Cancer, it's propelling you and preparing you for what you're truly meant to be. And you're a teacher. You might still be in that student learning, era, or, doing something new, but you're here to provide greater wisdom. And I just heard to the masses. Or, like, you are a divine vessel. Like, you hear straight from source, straight from the divine. That's where you channel from. You have a direct line. Okay. So, and for some of you, I feel like you might find love in the workspace. You might find like love in the workspace. It's so random, but I feel that, like, if you've been desiring like love, like, you're going to find that on your path of honoring what the divine is talking to you about, Cancer. And also, if you're just starting something new, Spirit is saying, of course you're new at it. You're going to be met with certain adversities and certain things. You're probably going to feel like you want to give up because it's new. You don't know exactly how to do it, but just keep going, okay? Just keep going. It'll all make sense. So now, Cancer, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see something major that's going to be happening for you this month. And firstly out, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Six of Pentacles. Also, what I want to let you know is it's very important that this month that you really give to what gives to you. With this Six of Pentacles, I want you to be mindful of where you place your energy. Is this going to deplete me or is this going to uplift me? Do I have the energy to hear all of their problems, or do I need to focus more on me? Do I have the energy to take on all of this, or do I need to break it down? It's very important that before you give, you check in with yourself first. And that could be in scheduling. Don't overbook yourself. Don't throw yourself. Pace yourself, is what really Spirit is showing me this month, because I really feel like there could be a little burnout. If you don't, or this could be a past energy that you really need to take time for yourself this month, Cancer, because maybe you've been giving so much of your energy, so much of your time, so much of your effort, so many other places that you're really starting to feel the effects of that. Also, what I'm saying is that something that you're going to see this month is that your hard work was not in vain, and you're going to start seeing it pay off. And for a lot of you, Cancers, this isn't a revenue. You're going to get some unexpected clientele. It could be a bonus. Like, abundance is just going to fall from somewhere. And Spirit is saying that is your gift for your hard work, your hard effort. If you've been diligent in searching for a new career, a new job, if you've been diligent with a creative project, if diligence is the word for you this month, whatever you do, be about it. Okay? Because I say that we have the Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Moon card, and the Knight of Pentacles. You will not know everything that you feel you need to know, Cancer, to take major leap, major faith this month to some business venture or creative project. I'm really feeling that. Work or career and creative project is coming up. It's not meant for you to know. You're meant to trust and take a leap of blind faith. You're being tested in that. I feel like your faith is being tested. So that's something major that's going to happen for you this this month, because with this Knight of Pentacles, this is always my card of slow and steady wins the race. The Knight of Pentacles is very disciplined. It is a knight. It is young, but it's discipline. Whatever spirit is bringing your way, whatever you're building right now, yes, it's tedious. Yes, you have to really trust in the unknown with the moon card here. You don't really know how it's going to go. It's everything, but it's meant to unravel that way. It's meant. And let's just relate this to another category, my singles. Maybe you have been hurt in the past with this Ten of Swords here. And you don't like to open up. With this Six of Pentacles here, you don't like to open up. And maybe in the past you've opened up with this Knight of Cups. You've offered your cup of love. It was taken advantage of, and it left you with the Ten of Swords. So naturally, when something like that happens, we just want to shut up, shut up and shut ourselves in. And Spirit is triggering you this month when it comes to your love life, when it comes to how you show up in love. But I need you to know that it's not about the person, but more so about you, because there's something that you need to look at and repair in that heart space when it comes to trust and trusting people and being let down. And this does not just have to be in a romantic sense. It can show up in your romance relationships, but you could have been abandoned by a mother, a father. You could have been hurt really badly. You could have been, abused as a child. And it could be intentionally this happened to you, or unintentionally it happened to you, but it doesn't matter how it happened. The wound is there. And the divine is healing it this month. Because I feel like this is where you get stuck in your mind. It's something in this past trauma right here with this Ten of Swords, Cancer, that makes you, a little nervous about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, knowing that you can do it. Maybe you were not affirmed as a child, because I was an unaffirmed child. Though I had my mother and my father sometimes, and it wasn't intentionally, but they didn't know any better. My mom was trying to make things happen and pay rent, and I didn't get the affirmations, or the, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Where you're told, you're amazing and you can do anything you put your mind to, and, you're that, you're this, when you're unaffirmed, you look for other people to affirm your worth. You look for accomplishments to affirm your work. You look for, your clothes and this kind of lifestyle and, things outside of you to affirm your worthiness. Oh, I figured out one of the things for somebody. Your worth. Spirit is communing with you and building you up to know your worth. None of those things make you awesome, Cancer. Those things are nice. Don't get me wrong, honey. Okay, toot. But they don't make you who you are. So it's highly important that you know that those things do not make you who they are, because you're talking to Tori. And I want to share a story with you guys, because sometimes we feel like if we get to a certain place, we get to a certain level, we get to a certain thing, oh, we made it. Well, 2020 taught me that, because as learning the law of attraction and manifesting and doing all of these things, I wrote, the manifesting list, about what I wanted to manifest. This amazing light-filled apartment in a rich neighborhood, all the stuff that I wanted. Well, here it is. When 2020, then the corona happened, I had manifested all of that. The apartment and everything. I had manifested it all. And I have not clocked on I'm an entrepreneur. So that was big for me, that knowing that I manifested that was super big for me. And then when I got it, I wasn't happy. I was like, oh, this is it. Oh, I thought when I had all these things, it would make me feel another way. But when I firstly wrote this list, I was in a different place. But I realized that within personal development and loving myself, that those things were nice, but it wasn't what made me. So when I manifested those things, it didn't really matter. I ended up like leaving that apartment, and going home to like be with my family and really build that bond that we already had. But I was like, I want to be around my family right now. And that's exactly what I did. So what I'm saying is that sometimes we think we need this to be happy, have that, have the career, have that apartment, have that, when in reality, no. So Tori is about to help you with a major lesson right here. It's all inside of you, and you're going to be realizing that. This could be a love relationship that maybe you've been searching for love so much outside of yourself, and the whole time you have it within you. We do, guys. So you are learning a major lesson about self-worth and about where you get your value from, which is going to propel you so far, Cancer. Because do you really know your worth? Ask yourself that question. Because when you know your worth, you are not afraid to take the risk. You are not afraid to go to the places and do the things that are on your heart. You are not afraid to walk away from that relationship that is not valuing you. You are not afraid to get into a relationship that values you. You're not afraid to pursue your dreams. You're not afraid to walk away from it. Walk away from anything that is inauthentic to you. You're not afraid. You don't care what anyone else has to say. You will look fear dead in the face, no matter how scary it is, because you know your worth. And this is what Spirit is building within you. So be easy and patient with yourself, and know that slow and steady wins the race. Okay? Because with this moon card, you can't see right now. With this Knight of Pentacles, it's taking, this is going to be discipline. I feel like you're going through a space of discipline, of Spirit is really building you up within. But honey, this is going to, we don't even have another card to show you where this is going to send you. This divine healing you're receiving this month, Cancer. But we don't need a card, because a card would limit it. And what Spirit wants you to know is that it's limitless. And this is why you're being asked to trust. Because so many opportunities are here for you. So many doors are going to open when you know your worth. All right? So let's see what beautiful gift is coming to you this month. Okay, my mi amors. So we're going to see what gift is coming to you. And on the bottom of the deck, we have stand still. And for some of you, maybe you feel like, you're not moving as farther as you would like to be, or your life is slowing down, or even has come to a standstill. You are right. Okay. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. And I feel like what this is for you guys is anything that's not working out, take that as a divine gift, because you are building your character right now. It's like character development and just knowing your worthiness and who you are. And look on the bottom of the deck, we have diligence. Didn't I say that word to you earlier, guys? So as far as the gift that's being given to you, we have flexibility. So I feel like you're receiving wiggle room. So whatever is at a standstill right now, or you feel like you're not fully there yet, it's actually preparing you for something greater. It's opening you up. Maybe you had a narrow view or a narrow road of how this should go, how it should pan out, or what you believed it to be. Because again, I feel like character development and supporting that, we have enlightenment. And this is one of the things that Tori went through in 2020, okay? And enlightenment doesn't always feel good, okay? Because our ego at times loves to tell us that we know everything that we need to know about life and about this. But then a wise woman or man knows that he or she knows nothing at all. Always leave room to be teachable, to be humbled, and build again. You get what I'm saying? Because you're getting the gift of enlightenment, and enlightenment is a powerful gift. But it doesn't always feel good because it breaks one system or one perspective of how things are to open you up. Okay? But it opens you up to the vast galaxy. It opens you up to limitless, because the more judgments that you pull off of yourself, you're able to pull off of how you view things. It opens the lens of your eyes wider. If for a long time, like say being an entrepreneur was not really big, people that didn't get a typical 9 to 5, or what I'm saying, or did their dream career, you were disobedient, you were crazy, you were out of your mind, you were like, a hippie stoner person. We've seen movies. Have you ever seen movies like that? But back in the day, that was not, it wasn't real. It wasn't attainable. But with time and wisdom and learning, do you see where this generation is? It's more vast. It's more open. So certain jobs and certain ways of being and thinking were not available back then because it was small-minded and narrow. But now it's not, because we've opened so many doors and so many platforms and so many things and ways of going. Apply that to your life, Cancer, because that's what Spirit is doing for you this month. Spirit is opening you up, to endless opportunities and limitless views and ways of living. But it's going to take breaking one way down, and it could feel unpleasant if you fight it, because I don't feel like everyone is fighting it. Or even that it's unpleasant to you. It's probably enjoyable, because I'm a person who looks for the beauty in every situation. But you're getting the gift of enlightenment, okay? I just want to read a little bit from this card. It says, enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of any ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Remember, I said you're coming into a time of having to have blind faith, and it's purposely set up like that because this is how you're going to gain your spiritual crown. This is how you move up to the next level. Okay? So you're coming into ancient or, galactic wisdom. I'm trying to find the spacey, weird word to insert there, but place it there, Cancer. And this could be super exciting, Cancer, or it can be extremely terrifying, okay? But nonetheless, it's happening. You're being enlightened. And Tori will just say, when I was enlightened, in my part, it's pretty because I was fighting it. Okay? But it doesn't have to be this way. So Spirit is just wanting you to know. This is why I love tarot. And even the internet, because it allows so many people to get this message. I've talked to people that I would have probably never talked to if it wasn't for the internet. So yes, a lot of negative things happen on the internet, but there are so many positive things that happen too. So you have to understand the realm of the good and the bad, and how it all works, and how you have to accept it to get, for us to have this moment right here. You get what I'm saying? So there's that totality, that you're coming into deep divine, I want to say red pill, blue pill. You know what I'm talking about? Divine understanding, matrix, you know what I'm saying? Those kind of words. You're coming into some areas that it might be a little tough, but you're having an awakening, and not even an awakening, you're being enlightened on a deeper level. Okay? So that's the gift that Spirit is really bringing towards you. And we also have inner peace. Yay! Divine clarity is here. You are being a gift of skillness. I said skillness. You're building your skills, but I meant peacefulness. But I'm not going to edit that. Okay? If you make a mistake, laugh at yourself, Cancer. Don't hold yourself. Don't try to put yourself to perfection this month. Just allow it to happen. Allow it to flow naturally, because inner peace is your birthright. Tranquility occurs when you realize that your life is unfolding according to divine planning, meaning you cannot control it. And that's where enlightenment comes in, Cancer. I was trying to control certain things, and it drove me up a wall. This is divine. This is divinity. This is destiny. It's fated. It has to play out. Okay? So, and it's also going to push you into your North Star, which is why you came to Earth. And I feel like a lot of you have a leadership position, you know? Okay? So to much is given, much is required. But it's all about your perspective, Cancer. It's character building happening for you this month. So just keep that in mind. And I'm like, what, Tori? Everything is going so smooth. It doesn't have to be negative. It's all about how you perceive it, because you're being gifted the gift of inner peace. But in order to really be at peace, you have to move and take away what keeps you from peace to have inner peace. Do you understand me? Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the rest of your guidance for the month. Okay, Cancer. So on the bottom of this deck was the Eight of Pentacles. And Cancer, I just formally want to let you know I'm so proud of you, because with this Eight of Pentacles, how it's showing up is you are busy at work on a spiritual and internal level, that you're starting to see the benefits of that shadow work manifest in the physical. What is shadow work? Shadow work is working through our traumas, working through our addictions, working through the things that stop us from pursuing the career we desire, that keep us from the relationship that we want, or keep us in unhealthy relationships. I see you working through those, because it's like, I feel like a past energy, but you can really start seeing the fruits of that labor this month. Okay? And it's so funny that the first card out is a Devil card, because you're confronting something, you know, some unhealthy habit. And I really feel like it's formed around how you see yourself, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, because even when I was recording this, like, I couldn't quite like get my words out, and I just found myself like judging myself. And y'all already know that's not Tori, because we know I always F up words. That dyslexia likes to show up when it wants to show up. So I feel like there's a sense of you nourishing and loving those parts of you that not everybody claps for, or those parts of you that, you know, deal with your solar plex, the lack of confidence. You know, even if you show people confidence, but on the inside you're like, oh my God. I feel like there's a balance coming into that. Like, it's a balance of you being okay with you, Cancer. So how I'm going to be doing this guidance, guys, is I'm going to pick 6 cards just for the general message. Then I'm going to pull a card and see what is your perceived obstacle for this month. and then I'll pull a card to see what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your career or creative projects. I felt guided to do that in the month of March. So, as you can see, a ton of cards wanted to come out. The Sun, the Empress. And I really feel like this month, it's a focus on you shifting how you see yourself, Cancer. Because when you shift on how you see yourself, again, we got the Hierophant again. So many things are going to change and transform for you in the better. Because I feel like there's a little bit of nerves, a lot of nerves. Let's just say that. Like I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. And maybe you feel like you should be further along than you are, or you're not ready to share something with the world, or just to share who you are, or just to, it's something about you getting comfortable in your skin that is going to transform your life. Okay, so that's what Spirit wants you to be aware of this month. And also, don't be so hard on yourself if you make a mistake. It's okay. Because for your guidance, we have the Devil card, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, then we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So with this, clarifying the Devil card is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about nurturing. And I feel like you are heavily focused on confronting your addictions, because that's the energy that I'm feeling. And it's something to do with how you perceive yourself, Cancer, or how you talk to yourself, or how you belittle yourself. And you have come so far. What I'm feeling in this energy, guys, is even if you show the world like this amazing, beautiful soul on a core level, there is a part of you that judges yourself, and Spirit is saying it's time to come away from that, because you're no longer that person. You've done so much for yourself. I don't know why you're still seeing yourself on level 1 for some of you. And with the Five of Cups being your perceived obstacle, there's something that you're looking at. For some of you, it's yourself. I'm just going to stay with that example. But it could be a past relationship. It could be a past of what you should have had, what you should accomplish. And I really feel like it's playing on your solar plex and how you see yourself. Judgment is just coming up. Also, for some of these unhealthy habits, I feel like it could be like you need to be mindful of the food you take in, Cancer, because everything is energy. And some people will argue and say, I don't believe that everybody should be a vegetarian. That's my lifestyle. But I don't feel like everybody is meant to do that. But Spirit is wanting you to pay attention to your food. But because the reason why I've decided not to eat denser, heavier foods like meats, or even like indulge in sugar and sweets, is because unfortunately some of those foods are at the lower vibrational energies, and I already feel on the level that I feel, Cancer. So when I indulge in those foods, particularly heavier meats, I pick up on that animal's energy. I pick up on those frequencies, or whatever it is, and it makes it hard for me to be at my highest performing level. Yeah, and be confident, because it just does. And I've noticed when I leave those foods alone, my vibration just rises and I'm back on my game. So it's something that you need to pay attention to when it comes to your food. It could be sweets if you've been over snacking, or eating heavier meats. It will play on your confidence. It plays on your confidence. It just does. And That's just for somebody. You'll know if that's for you. But you're confronting and nourishing those parts of you that nobody claps for. Right here, for some of my Cancer, this could be in a relationship. Maybe you're used to unhealthy relationships and you've been hurt in the past, and I feel like you're going to be healing your heart so you can really open up, because love is here for you with this Two of Cups. But there's something to do with trust and being hurt from the past that you're like, no, I don't trust it. Okay. For some of my Cancers, I see like you making a decision to walk away from a relationship and just really stand in your independency and just, have fun. I do see that for some of you. But another part of that is, sometimes we can be so blocked in our heart area and we can be so scarred from the past, Cancer, that we just want to, come into a bachelorette or a bachelor mode. But I do see, love being a part of your destiny. This is why you're being triggered to really open your heart, really heal. And I'm feeling more of a masculine energy, male or female. I just feel like there's some unbalance when it comes to your masculinity and femininity that's coming into balance. You're healing those, but I know that this sounds a little, I won't say harsh, or a little, like, okay, Tori, where is the beauty? But healing is beautiful. And I feel like this month you're just going over little things that have stopped you in the past, or things that, you confronted, but you got to confront it again, But even though healing isn't always fun, but you're creating a beautiful life, Cancer. And you need to appreciate that about yourself, because not most people don't sit here and do this. They want the benefits of, being successful. But if you really knew what it took to be successful, or you want inner peace, but you're actually doing the work to receive inner peace. So whatever you see when you look around in your life, Spirit is saying, like, be happy because you worked for this. We say we want inner peace, or we say we want $1 million, but when it comes to doing the work, or if you see the process to get there, that usually frightens people away, but not you, Cancer. You're really about that life. And maybe, there is some shadowy parts that you have, not paid attention to, that are going to be coming to the surface, because I don't feel like this is your whole month, but this is just what Spirit wants to bring to your attention. You get what I'm saying? This is something that's major that's going to happen for you this month. This is what Spirit wants me to zone in on for you. I feel like there's so much beauty that's going on around you, and you know what I'm talking about, Cancer. But what Spirit just wants you to be aware of, when you get triggered, when you get fearful, or your nerves kick in, take a look and nourish those parts of you that nobody claps for. Because there's something that you're breaking away from the past, and I feel like it's whatever broke your heart. This could be, a relationship, Cancer. This could be where you feel like you should be farther than you are. Just know that whatever's happening this month, whatever you're taking a look at, is really going to help you stand in your authentic self. Because when it comes to career and your creativity, you really get stuck in your head. You really
go to second guessing with this Two of Swords right here. It's something that you're not seeing. And you're confronting whatever that thing is that trips you up when you go to move forward, or when you're that one thing sometimes that it just happens, or what's the underlining behind procrastination or self-sabotage? What's the underlining of not feeling worthy? You're confronting that, and not seeing the whole essence and beauty of who you are, of not realizing, that inner dialogue, or what's keeping you from the inner peace. You'll know what topic this is, because for everybody it's completely different. But nonetheless, you're confronting it, you're tackling it, you're overcoming it. So you can really trust yourself. And you can really open up in a way to life, Cancer, that you've never opened up before. And it's truly going to be beautiful and liberating. And it's going to bring you all of your heart's desires. So keep nourishing. No one likes to talk about the shadow. And that used to be me. I was all light and love. And then I realized, is that really light and love, to only love part of you but not all of you? When unconditional love simply allows you to be in whatever that being is. It accepts your whole soul. And I feel like that's something that you're coming into this month. You're accepting your whole soul. So I love you for doing the work. It looks beautiful on you. Keep going. Be patient with yourself. So that's all that I've gotten for you guys. I'm not going to drag this out. We're like 40 minutes in. I think you're probably going to be the longest video. But don't forget to like this video. Share it with your fellow Cancers. It might be a message in here for them. I love you guys, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.